Hello, welcome to Journey. Sorry, let me adjust my mic a bit. There we go. So new Journey. I've played this game once before. It is pretty much an indie game. You can sit down and complete this in one sitting. Doesn't really take that long to do. But it's a nice game, and I didn't realize. I thought there was just one achievement for getting to the end and finishing it. But no, there's more than one achievement for this game, or trophy I should say. And it's also almost completely silent. You can't really communicate with other players in this game. Halfway through the game, or a little way into the game, maybe about a quarter of a way in, you get a player friend. But you can't talk to him other than in glyphs, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Also, there's no real direction to go. There's me. Just a robe in the sand, so... So that spins the camera as I twist the stick, so I can run or walk, and I can also twist it with the other stick if I want to. But it's kind of nice to. So I could pick a direction, any direction, doesn't really matter where I go. But you see those on the hill and you think, well, I'll head towards those, and it's that sort of a game, really. It's I see that and I will go towards that. Just out of interest, there's nothing else of interest around, so you think, oh, I'll go there. And that's the mountain, and that's where you've got to get to, the journey to the top of the mountain. So throughout this entire game, you're just trying to get to the mountain. The closer you get to it, obviously, the nearer it appears. Surfing down sand. So right now I can't do anything other than walk. There's these almost little like graves here. So I thought I'd try this game because it's a great opportunity for me to speak, because obviously there's not much in the way of speech between other players. There's not many other players around. Eventually someone might turn up, but they might not. But it's a great opportunity for me to explain really why I keep saying things like oh, got a symbol. It's gonna give me my scarf. There it is, tiny little scarf. And now I kneel and pray at this thing, and it gives me a jump. So now I can jump with my scarf, which is nice. But only with those like things around. So there's my glyph. And that's the only way to communicate with another player. So if I do that, it also attracts the scarf things to me a bit more. So I might explore a bit more in this game this time around. It goes with the music so well, I love it. But yes, this lets me fly a bit. There we go. So the longer you, the more main glyphs you get, the longer your scarf gets, and the more you can fly. But I can't do that right now. Eventually you'll be able to jump high and fly and that sort of thing. So lots of dead people and graves. Nice. Not for them, obviously, but... So I hold it down to make the longer motions, or I just... So beautiful, so lovely. So no, I started off on Xbox on my channel. That was my bread and butter. And recently I went back to see if I could sort of rekindle the magic that led me to Xbox. Now, me and my friend Crystal, who I do Minecraft with, I think we will be doing some more videos together, and I might include that in the content if I get her consent, obviously. Not going to do anything without anyone's consent. I'm going to try up in that building up there. But, honestly, I really went off the Xbox just in terms of the fact that it won't let me upload anything anymore. I can't upload to YouTube on it. I mean, I can still do Twitch if I wanted to, but I never really did Twitch. I never really went for Twitch in the first place. But I did do a lot of YouTube. Oh. And I still do, and that's for me and for other people. I mean, a lot of the stuff I post on there is for projects that I like to do, and I'm trying to get like likes and that sort of thing. Oh, going too far away. It doesn't like me. It pushes me back towards where I'm going. Okay. In this temple. There's a glyph over there. Oh. Oh. I'm actually here now. Something fell. Oh no. Is that like a teleport? I wasn't on the mountain before. There's a monster up here. And I've never seen this area before. Usually I get here when my scarf's a lot longer. It's like this whole journey you have to undertake. But no, I don't think I'll ever properly go back to Xbox unless they change their settings to allow for YouTube again, but they seem to drop that completely. I mean, yes, there's ways around it. You can... Oh, tough times. I need to get behind those gravestones. You can upload to your cloud and then use that to... this to get behind to shelter me from the breeze. You can use certainly YouTube, upload to Twitch, or sorry, upload to the cloud, sorry, and then oh, get in behind there, and then upload to YouTube from there. But it's such a faff just really to do something that used to take a few seconds. And I will say, in terms of editing, the YouTube create editor for Xbox. Oh, I'm gonna go back here. I think I'm gonna go back here. Get in this one and stop me from going all the way back. Let's go over here. So in terms of the editor on Xbox is really good. I really enjoy the editor and the experience it provides. You can do a lot more with the clip, and yes, I'm getting better at using the share factories. I don't like share factories when it comes on, it just goes and it's really annoying. I think they could do something to enrich the experience a bit. Oh, I was moving the camera there. I was moving the controller, and I didn't realize I was spinning the camera, because I can do that. I can. Ooh, round we go. Hopefully that'll be through the gap and we'll be alright here. So that's just where the wind was pushing through a small narrow gap and then around to the rest of us. Hey! My little friend. So the story of this one is pretty nice. I like this game. Oh, bad guy up there. It is very much an indie game. I don't think you can die. I think you just sort of fall back down and you have to restart. Wonder if I can go back to my teleport and teleport back out again. And this is with the wind again. I'd go faster if I could for you guys, but I really can't. So no, I think overall, oh, there's me flying a bit more. Overall, I still like the Xbox experience. It's still not, I haven't lost my interest in it completely. But certainly some things like, I was really, got going on PUBG when it started being a thing. And I learned to be better, and me and my friend Crystal, and back then my friend Tom, and we formed a bit of a squad. And then there was a chap called Gamma, who I said gamer, and then it was Gamma and Gamer, and I don't think I sorted that one for a while there. I don't think I can go back. Guess not. Ah. Unfortunate. And we had some good times, and it was a really good experience. I have to say that I really enjoyed the experience of it. I really enjoyed how things like progressed between us. We got friendly and we got talking, and it really was. And yeah, we weren't brilliant. But you know, we did all right. We had a moment there where we were then the video ran out and I had to restart. But yeah, it was, we had that moment where we were in sync, we were together, we were a real team, and things were coming together for us, and I really appreciated that. And then later it was on later I was pretty sure I'm pretty sure we were at the peak of what we could achieve, and then later on it was very much that we drifted apart. We didn't speak to each other. Certainly back then, there was an issue between two of our friends were seeing each other, and then they broke apart, and the inevitable, they don't want to game together if they're not speaking with each other, which is, you know, fair enough. You know, I tried to be neutral, I tried not to take a side. But eventually, you know, I gamed together with both of them, and for some reason, if I gamed together with one, the other would want to come along as well. And eventually that all just broke up, and my friend Tom stopped playing with us all together. So it's just me and Crystal, which was fine. You know, I like Crystal, I get on well with her. But it's a bit sad that we lost that dynamic, but you know, people change, people move on, people grow. I always forget that I'm a lot older. I'm approaching mid-30s now. I say approaching, still approaching. I won't give you my exact age, but I forget that with age comes experience, and certainly some things that you would wish for or you would want. Let's see if I can do this in one go. And things that you think you can change, and in your youthful mind you can, but as you grow older, as you grow up, things change. Alright, back to here again. Where's my friend? Hello. The moon is nice tonight. So no, overall, I really thought that Xbox would be the be-all and end-all for me. So this is how it came about of me getting a PS4. My mate was telling me that he was doing Overwatch. I was doing some Overwatch with some friends, but they were younger than I was by far, and my now boss I should say, and my good friend Freestyle Mac, he said, I'm doing Overwatch, I'm playing Overwatch with my son, and, you know, come on Overwatch with me and we'll play some games together and that sort of thing. And it's good to have someone, I think it is very good to have someone that you can play very well with, or at least that you can rely on or communicate with, because communication on Overwatch is key. It's one of the most important things in there. Lovely shrine lights. Anything up here? Oh, yes, there's another painting. I think there's a trophy for getting all of those. But yeah, I was pretty happy with coming on to PS4 and doing that. But first, I needed to get a PS4, so I went to the local shop and I found a nice one for second hand. When I actually got this one, oh, get on the other side of that, please. Thank you. When I got this one, I got it second hand, and someone else's account was still on there. So I'm not one of those people to steal someone else's account. They obviously forgot to delete it or didn't care anymore, or hey, maybe their parents got rid of it and said, hey, here you go, take it away from me. So instead I deleted it and made sure that I got rid of all traces of passwords and that sort of thing. Oh, here it comes. Stay in the shadows. It's windy, I think it's gonna get me. The moon's quite low now. Oh, there's a nail grave. Okay. Hasn't noticed me just yet. Now it's having a look. Nothing to see here. Onwards we go. Gonna try 2 of them here. Coming back around, I think. But yeah, I thought, you know, a second-hand Xbox, a second-hand PS4, sorry. Oh, don't come near me. It's a pretty nice thing to have, you know. Why not get some games for it? And certainly the first game I wanted more than anything, which was what inspired me to get a PS4 in the first place, was Horizon Zero Dawn, which, as you all know, I absolutely adore. I love that game to bits. It's really one of the reasons. Well, it was the reason I got a PS4. It's the best game I've ever played, and I've certainly played the hell out of it, and then some. I think he's going to be searching for me. Can't look above my head. Okay. Dramatic music. Ooh, get in, get in. I can hear him, but I can't see him. He can't see me. hard getting. It's so hard against the current of the wind. Alright, what do you think, guys? Left or right? I think right is our best bet here, to be honest. Don't push it. Don't know where he's gonna swing to, so I'm not gonna... I also can't pause this game, I should add very quickly. So, I can't stop motion view and pause it and redo the capture, as I usually do. Alright, I think that one on the left is the last one to go to. And then we make a push with the center. Okay. Alright, push. Thankfully my red is camouflaged by the snow because I'm pretty frostbitten at this point. Okay, we made it through. And the camera changes and you go up. And it's nice this because it adds a different element to the game and it really shows off the environment. In the surrounding area and places you'll get to eventually, it shows off all of that. There's this sound of almost like ice and crunching up. So the basic storyline for this is that you're this person following a path and you're gonna see it to the end of the journey, and that's basically it. But the ribbons like give you strength, and they say like tell a story of like there's an old civilization that was, and eventually they almost like depended on these scarves' power, and it's certainly given me some flight. And then they almost like split the atom of them. They tore them apart and found lots of power inside, but by doing that they destroyed them, and eventually they started to run out, and the power started to dwindle. As power shortages happen, they decided to turn on each other and fight for control of the power, and built those machines that were like the one that was stalking me earlier. And as time went on, thousands died and buried in those graves, and eventually let's see if I can come over here. Is there anything over here? No, it's just a wall. Eventually they sort of all died apart from a few who turned back to the power of the power of the scarves to like redeem themselves and start anew. Your journey is to find out their story, and it's a lovely little story, and very no words in it. Again, no communication. Oh, I messed that one up. It's just where the walls are hitting straight ahead. the next one? Can. Oh, not quite. Okay, left, 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 left. No. There we go. Hit the rock properly that time. Steps. Down the steps. Up the steps again. To the left, round to the right. There we go. Right, gotta watch it here. Don't want to fall off. Like, if you fall down there, there's a way back up there, I think, so. Things are really getting stormy up there, but let's see if we can just sort of fall straight down there. And you don't really take damage, you just sort of set back yourself. So there's those things powered by the ribbons. Get back up here, okay. Tough times ahead. But there's the mountain. Oh, I'm being, my scarf's being shredded by the wind. Really being blown about a bit. Stormy on the mountain. So after I finished Horizon Zero Dawn, I didn't just redo playing the game over and over again. Instead, I went out and bought The Last of Us, which is another game that I really wanted to play, which is only available on PS4. And after that, I think, what was the next? Then I got Overwatch. And after that, other things like Detroit Become Human, Red Dead Redemption, Spider-Man when they came out. And I really had a good time of it, and I really enjoyed it. And I enjoy the story games like this game more than I enjoy like online. I do a lot of online with other players, but honestly I prefer a nice story. Always have, always will. That's probably the reason that I liked Final Fantasy 13 and no one else did, because it was very story driven. Oh, tough times. My little guy. Blown about by the storm, he just can't take it. Can't even tweet. This little post. Nope, won't even move forward now. Alright, up we go. Yeah. We made it. We're in this sort of fog stuff that if we go down there we can fly through it nicely. The longer you scarf, the more you can fly, so I'm really enjoying it. Ooh. Really above the clouds now. Such a well thought out game. It's so simple, it's so well put together. Surfing! Everything's nice up here. Beautiful score of music to this one as well. alive forever. Up into the symbols towards the mountain. So yeah, I started doing a lot of PS4 games, got onto the creative mode, liked some of the things I was doing, started, always been making videos, more for myself than anyone else, but found a real community in the online of Horizon Zero Dawn and Dawn of Aloy, and shout out to Deviant and to Red Giant there. Both really showed me a new way of doing things, certainly in terms of screenshots, and really supportive community, and never really seen much in the way of trolling or badness on that community. They keep it very well policed. When Horizon Zero Dawn Frozen Wilds came out, they did put on a post saying no photos to go on of the new stuff for a couple of weeks to make sure everyone plays it, because not everyone has the time to play it. I thought the time was up, it wasn't, so they said, look, do this again. I did it once, they took it down. I did it again, they took it down. They said, do it again, you're banned. And I was like, oh, wait, the time isn't up. Oh, okay. So I self-imposed a ban on myself there because I felt terrible about that. And I put myself under a month of no photos going up. I put nothing up for a month, and then I started to repost after that. And I feel really bad about it, and I'm really sorry I did it, and I didn't realise because I didn't think the time was up, but that's my bad because it's not, I should have known, I should have read, and I didn't, so that one's down to me. But they were very forgiving, and they were very respectful of the fact that they weren't like, get out of my channel, you dare disobey the rules. They were very fair, to be honest, and the ban was imposed on myself, as I say before, so I was pretty happy to come onto the community of PS4. Really excited for the games that are to come. And I just wanted to make a little video just to say that, really, but I didn't want to just say that, so I thought this would be the perfect video to do it on, because not much really is said on it. It's just all visuals. So it's a great video to speak through. You get something nice to look at and watch me do, and I get to say my piece about why I stopped doing Xbox and came to PS4. I mean, I don't think I'll ever not give up Xbox completely, because I still use it for a lot of things, like Jackbox is a really great together game for when I'm on Xbox, because you can play that with your friends. But I really feel I found certainly a certain type of community, and alright, I rage out on sometimes in some other chats, but certainly on Overwatch. But I'm trying to get better at it, and I've stopped myself from messaging some people when people deliberately troll. But I really do think that I'm happier on PS4 than Xbox And I'll still go back, and like I say, I've just started a world with Crystal again on Xbox, and that's flourishing nicely. But I don't think I'll be posting the videos online. I kind of like that to be our thing, because it's something we both make and take pride in, and other people can come along and say, oh, that I could do better, I could do this, you could do that. And it's not really about that for us. It's about us creating what we like and what we want to do. And certainly for me, I always am flabbergasted at how amazingly beautiful Crystal's buildings are. And like in her first playthrough, she created this lovely little cottage, and I was stunned at how beautiful it was and how amazing it was. And my things just tend to be very blocky. They're large blocks with a lot of integral parts. Like once I created a mountain base which had like an entrance that when you pressed on the pressure plate, it opened up the entrance, and then you hit a switch and you rose up into a chamber. But I definitely think that, you know, we do our own thing and we're happy to do that. And the parts that make us very different, that come together well. So I can make something with a lot of mechanisms. Crystal can make it look absolutely gorgeous, and I really like that about her, that she can take something that looks very... Well, it's Minecraft, let's be fair. It looks blocky and make it beautiful. It's, you know, it's not technical, it just is, and it's beautiful. And it reminds me of this game, actually. It's something that's, from the outset, doesn't look like you can do a lot with, and then she does all this stuff and makes it look really good. And alright, yes, you can say there are other people online that can do way more and make things look even better and that sort of thing, but it's not about that for us. It's just about doing. So that's Journey. Obviously, this isn't a full game. I teleported myself at the start of the game to the end of the game, and it is about the journey. So I would check it out if you haven't played it. It's a great game, it's a great journey, great music in it, lots of danger from those things, but you can't actually die in this game. And like I say, the direction is you get a lot of say over where you go, which way you can travel. So and you can't communicate with mics, you can only communicate with glyphs. So if you want a player to come over, you gotta glyph him and like say over here, and he might come or he might not. But yeah, I like this game. If you I just wanted to make a video where I could talk a bit more. So if you'd like me to do the full journey and I'll talk a bit more, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.